and welcome to History Today. We will be discussing, was life in the English Republic harsh for everyone? Now I have here the Right Reverend Shandy-Drinker, who will be giving us his point of view. Okay, now Tristram,
yes,
how did you cope being an English Republican?
Well, I went along with the Republican order. I wasn't a complete admirer of Cromwell, and my family were not Puritans by any stroke of the imagination, no. Next question. Bless you, bless you.
Who do you think suffered the most?
Oh, the poor. They always suffer. Oh, they always suffer. The poor suffered under the king, unfortunately, and the poor, I'm talking about the peasantry, the real peasants, they suffered no matter what.
What changed when England was without a king?
Oh, no Christmas. Can you imagine that, my dear? No Christmas, of course not. And women were not allowed to walk on the street, no. Apart from Sundays, where they could walk to church, and we could not have fun and frivolity, and music was banned, was ostracised by Cromwell and his Puritans.
How do you think it affected the country?
Oh, it affected the country. To give Cromwell his due, he wanted the people to be answerable only to Parliament and not to the king. The king believed in the divine rights. He was deigned by God to rule over. It was a very strange thing. But Cromwell cut his head off. Very, very unfortunate for the king. Lovely man.
Did you agree with not having a monarchy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I really admired the royalty, God bless them, and all who sail in them. It's a fantastic thing having a royal family, don't you know? Yes.
Did you think it affected you and your family?
Well, you see, as I've discussed before, we have quite a lot of land in Sussex and Kent, and my family did not suffer too badly. We lost some land to the parliamentarians, and my son lost a leg at Naseby. Oh yes. Or was it Edge Hill? I really don't know.
So, thanks Tristram.
Thank you, my dear.
For your interview. After the break, we will be interviewing
an old tramp, a peasant, a poor person, I think.
A less fortunate person.
Thank you.
Okay, we're back. So on the other hand, here is Jeremiah Catsell. So, Jeremiah, or Jerry, how did you cope when England was without a monarchy?
What's a monarchy? Oh, the king! I just like ate turnips and that, just like I always do. But as soldiers come along and said, "Well, you want to fight for us?" And I said, "I'll fight for you." And then some more soldiers, they're all quite dandy and very nice and smelled of apples. They came along on horses and they said, "Will you fight for me, Jeremiah? And I'll fight for the king." And I said, "Yes." I said, "I'll fight for everybody."
Okay. Did anything change for you and your family?
It didn't change a thing. I just said I couldn't have any more fun. I always liked have turnip wine and that on a weekend. And they took the turnip wine away from us, and they couldn't let us. They didn't let us dance or anything like that. They didn't. What are you laughing at, girl?
Did you have a job? If so, did you keep it?
Yes, I did. I used to take the insides out of the pigs and then make footballs and things like that. And it was smelly, but I liked it. I liked the job. It's job satisfaction, I think. Yes.
Who do you think suffered the most?
I think the pigs suffered the most. But really, Marmite, you like it. I think I think the people who like to have a good time suffered. And the people who were miserable, like the Puritans, they loved it too. So yeah. And my wife didn't like it at all. I do smell, sorry.
What changed when England was a...
Speak up, girl, I can't hear you, I'm a bit deaf. I've got a rabbit on my head.
What changed when England was without a king?
Everything changed. Everything changed. When he had his head chopped off, everything changed. It was miserable. It was miserable before for us, but it was more miserable, if you can imagine that. Everything changed. But I didn't answer your question in an erudite way, did I? No, dear, I didn't. Because I don't know. Nothing changes for the poor. Thank you. Can I go now?
Yeah, go and drink turnip wine.
Right.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.